What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Team COG here. And today, guys, I'm coming at you with some great news. Infernobles, I've gotten a new support card. Now, this is my third time doing this darn video because I messed up the one time, halfway got through the other one, and then hit record. So here we are, a third time. I'm still pretty enthusiastic about it because of like everything that's going to come. So anyway, guys, if you guys want to help support this channel, hit that join button down below and become a member. We have some really affordable tiers of membership that you can directly support the channel. And by supporting the channel, you support me, which supports me into doing all this fun stuff and just having a good time. Now, with that being said, again, I understand times are rough, so never support me without supporting yourself. But anyway, again, if you guys want to help support the channel to go ahead and get through all these like selfless plugs. If you guys don't know, I don't have the hat on right now, but Imperium Duelist, a proud sponsor of the channel. I use their sleeves, their deck boxes, their mats, and their hats when I have them, but can't find mine anywhere. But anyway, we have a new Infernoble Knight card, and last night I actually put up a post on the community and YouTube asking because someone in my stream had said that Infernobles might be getting support in the Fire Duelist, and my boy John from Just Nuts was like, "Will, name me a duelist that played Infernoble Knights." He's right. So we probably won't get support in that. But seeing this card, like, this card is either going to do two things. This is going to be the only card that they give Infernobles, and it is what it is. You know, it is, we just continue to cry and be ashamed and remember the times of glory past, or this is the start of more support to come. I really hope it's the start of more support to come. They have a lot of, like, there are some issues the deck has, the Infernoble strategy has, that they can easily fix and not make it too good to where the deck's broken, right? So anyway, we're going to go ahead and hop on over here and look into this card right now. So here we go. This card is, I'm going to try my best to pronounce the Japanese name, but it's called Guru no Reketsu Bradamante. Brave Beauty of Ruby Regard Bradamante. So we're actually going to probably, before we go in, I want to look up this card because I believe this is also one of the paladins of Charles. It could also be, I think Bradamante might be one of the wives of Charles, historically, because if you guys don't know, Infernoble Knights are based off of historical characters from a historical figure known as King Charles or Emperor Charles of France. Fury French voice is what I always used to call him, and that's exactly why. But she is a level 1 Fire Warrior Tuner effect monster. Let's take 1 second before I get into the effect that will or may not disappoint you. The artwork is just beautiful. Like, Konami, they might fail us in a lot of avenues, but they always do deliver good artwork. So anyway, this card is always treated as an Infernoble Knight card. Now, I don't know, I think that means that Heritage of Chalice can always grab this card, because since it's always treated as an Infernoble Knight card, it's always treated as a Noble Knight monster. Correct me down in the comment section down below. So you can only use the first and second effect of this card names once per turn. So the first effect, pretty mid, pretty decent, right? You can discard this card, target one warrior monster you control, equip it with one appropriate equip spell from your deck. So it gives us more attainable copies of Durandal. And if you guys are not too familiar with how the current Infernoble Knight stuff work, is it's pretty much now I know some people are going to be like, so here's the thing, right? I'm named in this deck, right? Like I'm close with this deck. I got more invites with Infernobles than I did Crusadia, and what made my channel popular was Crusadia. So let that sink in for a little bit. So people are gonna be like, well, the current version of the deck, you need to play this. Well, let me tell you, I played everything from Ignites to Gear Free Turbo to the Doppel Warrior, and by far the Doppel Warrior is the most, I'd say probably the best, and to be on the fair with you, the most close feeling to what old Infernoble Knights were. I played the Gear Free Turbo. Yeah, you get Gear Freed up before you make his old, but then like when they hand trap your old with either Imperm, Gear Free doesn't do nothing, or they have two hand traps and they bait you on your Gear Free, don't do nothing. So Gear Free like, it's just, the deck is in a rough spot, and there is nobody that needs to come out and say like this list is better than this list, because to be honest with you, all the lists currently right now is very lackluster until we get something to fix the issues of the deck, which is extension past his old and putting bodies on the field. That's what we need. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is the two issues the glaring deck has right now, is extension after his old and bodies. That's what we lost from Aurora and Halt going away. But what this card does is this card gives you an additional copy of Durandal. Durandal is Renaud, Oliver, any Fire Warrior, level 5 or lower, that you want. And that's what's important, is that the current combo that plays the best, in my opinion, is the Doppel Warrior, is that you honestly, it's not no longer a one-card combo deck like it used to be. It needs to have two cards. So you need to have Oliver. So this card is an additional copy of Oliver, which means you're going to be essentially able to, if they let Isolde go off, to go combo, which if I'm not too sure with Hulk being banned, if the combo's still the same. but you used to be able to, with Hawk being around, you're able to end on Charles Savage and a Hot Red, or Charles Savage and a the one card, that Fleur de Lis, that's ungodly expensive for good reason but no reason. You're able to end on those cards. Baron de Fleur, there we go. You're able to end on those cards off of just 2 cards. And I mean, Charles was able to like target lock everything, quick effect pop with him, an Omni Negate, a quick effect pop, or a quick effect negate, whether it be and like face up card, or like if you have Baron, Omni Negate. So like you have like, it was very possible to still come with the deck, but Isolde was just was still just a choke point, and I'm trying my best not to hound on Isolde. So anyway, this part of the effect is really good. This part gets us what we need, essentially currently. Now again, I really hope that this card is like it's not the only card we get, so we can only live in the days of glory gone. Hopefully, it's a new dawn of new support that'll solve those 2 issues that I just mentioned. The second effect is very bad. I literally, as I will read you the second effect, and then I will read you what it should have been to make this card better, okay? So the second effect reads, when this card is not equipped with any equip card, is destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card, and if you do, equip that monster to your opponent controls to this card. Awful. Konami knows the battle phase is not game ending now. Like, Konami knows it. The battle phase is not that important. There is no reason on an Infernoble Knight deck, since Konami made the deck, they knew what the deck was supposed to do. There is no reason for us to leave a level 1 tuner like this card out on the field. There's no reason for it. What it should have said, what it really should have said, is if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, special summon this card, and equip the target monster to this card. There you go. It gives the deck a great going second. Like, I wouldn't say a great going second, because the deck, it was like the deck did not like to go second, but the deck did have a decent going second with cards like Gearfried. But like, this gives the deck another utility to use while going second. You can start picking apart boards while going second. But instead, no, we gotta wait for the opponent to decide to crash into this card. Yeah, we're not gonna go there. But if you guys, we're gonna quickly look into a few things. Because I want to discuss other options besides Durandal. The best option, I believe, is Infernoble Arms Joyous. So Joyous here, very similar to Bradamante. It says, I already have it highlighted here, but I literally highlighted it. So anyway, it says, when this card is equipped with a monster, target 1 Fire Warrior monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand, then destroy this card. All right, recursion from the graveyard's nice. So this should, right? If this card is sent from the graveyard, because the equipped monster was sent to the graveyard, which means link summoning, right? It should reborn from the grave? No, it specials from the hand. So it puts you on having another monster in your hand. And I don't agree with that. Now that I read this, like, it doesn't make no sense. Like, it would make, like, if Konami was going to make this new card, Bradamante, it seems like this card should be able to special summon from the graveyard. Because you pitch this, equip Joyous, link into Isolde, Joyous effect, bring back the Bradamante. It's a tuner. Like, you see, we start getting into, like, some pretty cool stuff if this card worked this way. But this card literally says, from your hand. And that puts us on opening more names in the hand. Which I guess isn't awful, because, like, we can extend, right? And it says 1 Fire Warrior. So, like, we could literally special summon, like, Gearfried from our hand. We can special summon out Red Layer from the hand. So it gives us some extension. But it doesn't solve the issue of the Isolde, right? Because this right here, Isolde will be Chainlink 1. This will be Chainlink 2. You special from the hand, add a card from the deck to the hand off of the Isolde, and then we don't even get the chain block, the best effect of Isolde, which is going to eat the most hand traps, which is the dump to special. So now, that's probably the best card. The best card. If you guys who don't know, Joyous is actually Charles' sword. It's historically real. Maybe we'll Google it here in this video. I don't know yet. I want to look up Bradamante to kind of figure out, like, who she is, and we'll do that here right now. So, time to go ahead and do some research, guys. Okay, guys, so, like, I just decided to type in her name, and here we are. It seems like I was correct in a sense in the very beginning of it. Bradamante is a female Christian knight in the service of Charlemagne. So there you go. You can actually hop in here if you're into lore and history like I am. You can actually just, like, read through all this because she probably has some pretty cool stories that are with her. But that's pretty interesting that she is a knight, so it does fit the theme. Interesting that they wouldn't make Infernoble Knight her name. Like, I don't understand the reason behind that. I guess, like, Brave Beauty of Ruby Redguard, and maybe that's, like, where she hails from. I didn't read, like, the whole article and stuff. You guys can do that. I'll do that later. But anyway, what do you guys think? Like, comment down below. Are you guys optimistic? Do you think this is the start of some new Infernoble Knight support that'll bring the deck back? Or do you think this is just a one-hit, one-wonder type of card? What is your opinions of this card? Do you think this card is garbage? Do you think this card is mid? Do you think this card is actually better than what you think? And also just comment what you guys would like to see Infernoble Knights get in the future. So anyway, guys, this is Charles from Team COG, signing out.